Hey, I am really glad you're here. Today, I want to teach you the easiest way to have something amazing show up in your life. And it's so easy because you don't even have to think about what it is you want. You just have to do this one simple thing until you're out of the way enough for something amazing to show up. I think we all actually have a really long list of things that we would like to have happen for us in our lives. And I don't think it's that hard to think of something. Like right now, you can probably think of something that you'd like to show up in your life. But even though you can think of that and maybe even imagine it and feel how amazing it would be to have it, the biggest piece, there's two pieces to creating things that you really want in your life. The first one is to have a clear idea of what it would feel like and know that feeling from the inside out. And the other is to get out of the way. So it's kind of difficult. It's kind of hard to wrap your mind around it at first. But the bottom line is that once you have a clear idea of how it would feel to have what you want in your life, and you can feel it from the inside out and feel that elevated feeling of it, then you got to let go. And the easiest way to let go of it is to stop thinking about the actual end result and just keep going back to the feeling. And the more you practice it, the more you'll realize that you don't actually see the results of what it is you really wanted. You'll see results of anything coming into your life that would feel really good. So Neville Goddard actually teaches or taught this in one of his Q&A lectures, and he's just an amazing teacher, an amazing person that understood exactly how powerful we are and how it's not difficult to create what we want in our lives. It's just that we've been taught that we can't. So since my whole thing is about creating freedom, allowing you to understand the freedom that you have to create what you want in your life, then this is how simple it is. He talked about a woman who needed so many things in her life that she couldn't even just think about them. It was overwhelming for her to think about them after a while. She didn't have enough money. She didn't have a car. She didn't have a job. She was an older person, so she didn't think that she would even be able to get a job. There were a lot of things that she needed in order to have a peaceful, joyful life. And so the list was just too long to think about all the time. So what she decided to do, she said she'd been going to his trainings for about a year. And what she decided to do was every time she thought about it or started to think about things that weren't going well, she would say to her, she would clear her mind and say, "Isn't it wonderful?" And in fact, she would fall asleep saying to herself, "Isn't it wonderful?" And as she said those words, "Isn't it wonderful?" she would let herself feel how good she would feel if everything fell into place, if she had everything she needed and wanted and was really just enjoying her life. And all of that came to pass. I think it took about 3 months, but I mean, it's not easy to continue to practice that. So she just put it to the test and kept saying to herself, "Isn't it wonderful?" And I decided a while ago that I would do that too. And I realized that every time I went in and said to myself, "Isn't it wonderful?" I did not feel wonderful at all. I didn't feel even remotely close to that. And so I would need to take the moment of "Isn't it wonderful?" to remember how good it would feel if I already had everything I needed and wanted. And the more I practiced, the more powerful it became, and the closer and closer and the easier and easier it was to actually just feel that feeling. And the bottom line is, you just need the feeling. You just need the feeling of "Isn't it wonderful?" And even if you didn't have an idea of what it is that you would want in your life, you just kind of had the generalized idea that I want my life to be wonderful, and you kept bringing yourself back to the feeling of, isn't it wonderful? Wonderful things just start occurring. Synchronicities just start occurring. Things you've wanted for years and years and never thought you could have just start showing up. So this is how easy it is. It's easy and simple, but it really takes practice. And I think I try to say that in all the videos that I do, because we're not used to behaving this way, thinking this way, or feeling this way. And the more often you do it, the more powerful and automatic it becomes. So take the practice, do it every day, do it many times a day, and enjoy as you start to see the wonderful things that show up for you in your life. All right, that's all I got for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to work with me, there's a link down below. And until the next video, have a great day.